Okay, dog lovers out there, buckle up. We're going deep on toy Australian Shepherds today.
Woof woof.
Exactly. But specifically, their health. Stuff even some seasoned owners might not know.
It's true. Every breed has its quirks, right?
Totally. And this source had some surprises. Like hypoglycemia in dogs. I thought that was just me before coffee.
Happens more than you'd think, especially puppies. Tiny things, tons of energy.
So they burn through sugar fast. Makes sense.
Exactly. High metabolism, small size. It's like us skipping breakfast and running a marathon.
Yikes. Okay, bad day. What should owners even be watching for?
Lethargy is a big one. If your toy Aussie's usually bouncing off the walls, then suddenly, pooped. Red flag.
Subtle, I just think they needed a nap.
Right. Also, weakness, any trembling. Almost like if we were dizzy, but it's low blood sugar for them.
Wow, okay, I'm learning already. So, to prevent these crashes, what's the magic formula?
Food, food, food. Small, frequent meals keeps their blood sugar stable.
Instead of like my dog who inhales his bowl in 2 seconds flat.
Haha, yeah, opposite of that. And the quality matters too, not just how much. Look for foods made for small breeds. High quality protein at the start of that ingredient list.
So fancy kibble, got it. What about exercise, though? These dogs are little bundles of energy.
True, and exercise is important, but it's got to be the right kind. Too much, especially for puppies, can actually trigger a hypoglycemic episode.
Wait, seriously, I thought more exercise was always better. You're blowing my mind here.
Balance, right? Think of it this way. A nice walk is good, a marathon, not so much.
This is great info. All right, shifting gears here a bit. Let's talk about those eyes. Adorable, but we all know some breeds are prone to issues. What about toy Aussies?
Sadly, there are a couple of things.
Hmm.
Cataracts, for one. That's where the lens of the eye gets cloudy.
And that affects their vision, right?
Exactly. Can even lead to blindness in severe cases. Good news is it can often be treated with surgery, especially if caught early.
Okay, that is good news. So early detection is key there, for sure.
Absolutely.
Anything else we should be on the lookout for, eye-wise?
Well, there's also progressive retinal atrophy, or PRA for short. That one's more serious because it can lead to blindness, and there's no cure yet, sadly.
Oh no, that's heartbreaking.
It is. Basically, the retina, the back of the eye, it deteriorates over time.
And there's nothing you can do to stop it, is that what you're saying?
Unfortunately not, at least not yet.
Yeah.
This is where finding a good breeder is so important.
Because they can screen for this, right?
Exactly. Reputable breeders do genetic testing to try and weed out these hereditary problems.
So homework time, guys. Ask for those test results. Make sure those pups are coming from a good place.
100%. Health over everything.
Speaking of which, we've done sugar lows, eye stuff. What about their joints? Tiny dogs, tiny problems.
You'd think so, right?
Right.
Wouldn't be a deep dive if it were that simple. Toy Aussies are actually more prone to certain joint issues than you might expect.
Seriously? Like what? I'm actually surprised by this.
The one is called patellar luxation, basically, a dislocated kneecap. Think about it, that little bone popping out of place.
Ouch. Yeah, not fun.
And it can be really painful for them, often need surgery to fix.
So is that like something owners are doing or just bad luck of the draw?
Often it's a bit of both. Some dogs are just predisposed to it, genetics. But slippery floors, jumping off furniture, those can make it worse.
So no more letting my little guy launch himself into my lap for cuddles.
Maybe invest in some doggy stairs. It's about minimizing risk, or we can say.
Noted. Are there any other joint problems that are common in toy Aussies?
Another big one is hip dysplasia. That's where the hip joint doesn't develop quite right. It can cause pain, lameness, even arthritis later on.
Okay, now I'm really thinking about all that jumping and running